Impact of food toxins on metabolic disorders and diabetes. Food toxins are a significant concern for public health, particularly regarding their impact on metabolic disorders like diabetes. Among these toxins, endocrine-disrupting chemicals, EDCs, play a crucial role in disrupting metabolic processes and contributing to the development of insulin resistance and diabetes. Understanding the impact of EDCs, such as DDE, a breakdown product of DDT, and BPA, bisphenol A, is essential for developing strategies to mitigate these risks and improve overall health and well-being. Role of endocrine-disrupting chemicals, EDCs. Endocrine-disrupting chemicals, EDCs, are substances that interfere with the endocrine system, which regulates hormones responsible for various bodily functions, including metabolism. EDCs can mimic or block hormones, disrupt their synthesis, transport, and breakdown, leading to imbalances that affect metabolic health. These disruptions are particularly concerning because they can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Impact of DDE on insulin resistance. DDE, dichloro-diphenyl dichloroethylene, is a persistent organic pollutant and a breakdown product of the pesticide DDT, which, despite being banned in many countries, remains in the environment and continues to pose health risks. DDE is lipophilic, meaning it accumulates in fatty tissues and can persist in the body for long periods, exacerbating its harmful effects. Studies have shown a strong association between DDE exposure and insulin resistance. DDE disrupts the normal functioning of adipocytes, fat cells, and impairs glucose uptake, leading to elevated blood glucose levels. It also affects the liver's ability to regulate glucose metabolism, contributing to insulin resistance. Epidemiological studies have found higher levels of DDE in individuals with type 2 diabetes compared to those without the disease, suggesting a significant link between DDE exposure and diabetes development. Impact of BPA on insulin resistance. Bisphenol A, BPA, is a widely used industrial chemical found in polycarbonate plastics and epoxy resins, commonly used in food and beverage containers. BPA is an endocrine disruptor that mimics estrogen, binding to estrogen receptors and altering hormonal functions. This mimicry disrupts various metabolic processes, including insulin signaling. BPA exposure has been linked to insulin resistance through several mechanisms. It interferes with the function of pancreatic beta cells, which produce insulin, reducing their ability to respond to blood glucose levels effectively. BPA also promotes the release of inflammatory cytokines, contributing to chronic inflammation, which is a known factor in the development of insulin resistance. Furthermore, BPA exposure affects adipose tissue by altering the expression of genes involved in lipid metabolism and adipogenesis, the formation of fat cells, leading to increased fat accumulation and metabolic dysregulation. Epidemiological evidence supports the association between BPA exposure and metabolic disorders. Studies have shown that individuals with higher BPA levels are more likely to have insulin resistance, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. Reducing BPA exposure by avoiding plastic containers, especially for hot foods and beverages, and opting for BPA-free products can help mitigate these risks. Mitigating the impact of food toxins. Addressing the impact of food toxins on metabolic disorders requires both regulatory action and personal measures. Regulatory agencies must enforce stricter limits on environmental contaminants and ensure the safety of food and beverage containers. Promoting the use of safer alternatives to harmful chemicals like DDE and BPA is also crucial. Individuals can take proactive steps to reduce their exposure to these toxins. Choosing organic produce can minimize the intake of pesticides and their residues. Avoiding plastic containers for food storage and opting for glass or stainless steel alternatives can reduce BPA exposure. Additionally, public education campaigns are essential to raise awareness about the sources and risks of EDCs and to encourage safer practices. Conclusion: Endocrine-disrupting chemicals such as DDE and BPA play a significant role in the development of insulin resistance and metabolic disorders like diabetes. Understanding the mechanisms by which these toxins impact metabolic health and taking preventive measures to reduce exposure can significantly improve health outcomes and well-being. By addressing the sources of food toxins and promoting safer alternatives, we can protect public health and reduce the burden of metabolic disorders.